Bonjour à tous. So today I'm going to be talking about the past, the present, and the future in culture. But before I speak about the future, I'm actually going to be bringing us on a journey where the past and the present collide. So this is a story of contemporary art in Versailles. Versailles, which is the seminal artistic and architectural embodiment of French absolutism. And here it's where we find a particular controversy, what has been described as a shock, a distraction, a destruction, an invasion, a subversion, a disruption. The controversy circles around this, a lobster, a rabbit, a balloon dog. Here, works by Jeff Koons installed in the salons of this extraordinary monument. The debate about this has centered on a particular division, binary opposition between the past and the present, the classical and the contemporary. But why, at this moment, is it important to discuss contemporary art at Versailles? Because what is more compelling, actually, in this debate is something else. It's an idea, an original idea that was Versailles. Versailles was a place of revolution, of course, but also artistic revolution, architectural revolution, creative revolution. And there's a quote by Louis XIV that I find particularly enlightening, in which he tells his architect, "When you come, bring me plans, or at least ideas. Childhood needs to course through every element." Now, given this evocation of youthfulness in the domains of culture and knowledge, Louis XIV might not have been surprised by today's exhibition of contemporary art at Versailles, because the site with contemporary art forces us to reimagine the spectacle that was Versailles, from the sculptures of Bernini to the plays of Molière to the gardens of Le Nôtre. In other words, Versailles was a nexus of contemporaries of the time in all domains: art, architecture, theater, poetry, music. And there's a particular description that I love, which is factory of ideas. And MIT and Silicon Valley are places that I often describe as factories of ideas. And Versailles was once a veritable factory of ideas. It was a place of creativity, of discovery, of exploration, particularly in science and technology. So here we have a presentation of the members of the Académie des Sciences by Colbert to Louis XIV. And over a period of 200 years, scientists established Versailles as a place of scientific experimentation and innovation. The technological modernity was vast. There was the hydraulic engineering by Francine, the architecture with mathematical and technical precision. But always brings a smile to my face is imagining the launch of the first hot air balloon, which took place at Versailles by the Montgolfier brothers. So here, since we are talking about the past, the present, and the future, here we have the first astrological pendulum. And this was used to determine the first official time system in France. This was considered the highlight of the king's scientific collection, and it was described as a monument to art and to science. It's a brilliant example of sculpture and bronze casting, but also to clockmaking, mechanics, and astronomy. So how does science relate to contemporary art? Because beneath the sleek, elegant surface of today's art is a highly technological approach. Like the King's pendulum, contemporary art is a dialogue between art and science. Modern technology with cutting-edge artistic practice. Some of you may remember Xavier Villon's fountain in the Grand Canal some years ago, and that was actually an actualization of metaphysics. The height of the fountain was determined by kinetic energy. Some of you may also remember Kuhn's masterpiece in the Orangerie, titled Split Rocker, which was a monumental sculpture constructed of tens of thousands of flowers. But beneath that floral skin was actually a complex internal hydraulic system, reminiscent of the hydraulic system at Versailles. And like many entrepreneurs here at Osons la France, artists are often inspired by the early modern workshop model. Artists collaborate with industrial designers, metal craftsmen, 3D technicians for 3D printing and 3D scanning. In other words, they use technology to realize their ideas. So in conclusion, whether or not you agree with the style of contemporary art is up to debate. But what's important to remember is that the art exhibitions are a tribute to this original idea of infusing Versailles with the energetic spirit of a creative laboratory. This vision is driven by the premise that experimentation breeds artistic discovery in contemporary culture. And it's my hope that the original idea of Versailles serves as an inspiration for our collective future. Culture as a platform for innovation, France as a creative laboratory of ideas. Merci à tous.
Merci beaucoup. J'espère que vous étiez